Hello everybody, this is Cholera, and welcome to Game 3, the winner's game of the Avalon MSL Group A, played about 2 weeks ago. This is going to be Luxury versus Effort, a ZVZ. By the way, I really like these intros. This one is done particularly well, I feel. Pretty artistically done. And for those of you who are new to StarCraft, I don't know how many of you don't know, but all these games are of course televised on 2 or 3 TV channels in Korea. And, obviously it is a very well-produced type of program, and they're all taped in front of a live audience, as you could see there. Usually with surprisingly hot girls, given that it's a StarCraft game. There is Luxury, especially when Yellow or Reach play. Not just Reach, of course, the man toss. Obviously the favorite of many girls, but as we saw in Yellow versus Bisu, the girls were definitely out for him too. He is Reach's wingman, and certainly he's attracted a lot of female attention over the years. Maybe that's partially why he's gotten a lot worse, except of course in that game, which by the way, about all of us on Vile Attack, all of us 4 commentators commentated on our individual accounts. And the reason for that is because the game is awesome, but also partially, like I said in the first game, we've been having a little bit of difficulty with my moving and everyone being busy coordinating our duels. We will be trying to do some this weekend maybe, but I mean, obviously that game was awesome. It was a very surprising ending, and basically, everyone recommended it to us, so we all did it. It's just really funny how that ended up going. All right, so we have a ZVZ here on Outsider. This is we had Effort at green at the upper left, and we've got in red Luxury at the bottom right, or really just the left side for Effort. And like I said, both of these players around 66%, 2-to-1 record in ZVZ, and both are scouting in the right direction here on a 3-player map. I think on this map, we could be possibly seeing an expansion build from both of them, because you do have the protected expansions. On the other hand, you might be seeing someone go 9-pool to try to throw the other one off if they do go for an expansion. But I do think 12 hatch is viable in ZVZ here. Because you do have up 2 protected bases. And we are going to see a 9-pool, though, coming from Effort. As you can see, there was no Overlord being produced there. Meanwhile, there is one for Luxury. Luxury, we'll see if he goes for 12 hatch. It could be dangerous. Of course, 12-pool into expansion is another it's another viable build, certainly. And, the real thing you have to worry about, of course, is air attacks later on. You do have a protected ramp to protect your main too, so this is definitely benefits an expansion build, and this means also that Effort is going to have to do a lot of damage early on, or get Mutalisks really quickly. We're going to see a 12-pool here from Luxury. With good micro, we've seen 9-pools beat 12-pools all the time, but that's generally when the 12-pool expands outside his base. Now, now that he's going to expand most likely inside of his base, I don't know. I'm not sure how much Effort can do. We're actually seeing the gas here before the expansion for Luxury. I'm not sure if that's standard. I think that's actually probably not standard. It's going to make his expansion or his second hatch a little bit slower. I'm assuming he is going to go for an expansion. We've got a gas continuing to be mined there for Effort, and we'll see whether he goes for lair first or speed first. He's going to go for lair first, actually. So I think it's a smart move, given that he probably has not scouted. No, he had not scouted Luxury by then. And we are going to see the expansion just a little bit later there from Luxury. Luxury also needs to get some Lings out. He is going to have them probably just on time to block the ramp, though, and that will mean that Effort's little rush is going to fail. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, something odd could happen. And oh man, we're actually seeing the expansion. Oh man, we're seeing it outside the base, and this is really interesting. I didn't think he would take that one. I just realized that it's outside. Wow. I assumed that he would have been taking the inside one, but I'm wrong actually. And this is gonna be an interesting decision here. My apologies actually. The reason why I took the Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm really not sure exactly why he chose to do that. We're seeing the lair probably going to be done very soon there for Effort. Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. The main reason he took the outside one, of course, is because the protected ones don't have gas. I'm sorry. I totally botched up that one. So, yeah, I guess in order to expand and you know, get gas as a Zerg, which is what you need in the ZVZ. You have to pick up the outside, so that makes sense. But you know, it all has so far turned out well for Luxury. If as long as he can, you know, survive against the Mutalisk harassment, it should be okay. But that is also a big if. Effort very good with his mutas, as is Luxury though with his mutas. But this means probably that actually, if both players are very good with Mutalisks, the person who gets it first is going to have a big advantage, because if someone's not good at Mutalisks, Scourge can be quite effective. You know, you can get those Scourge right at the last minute and they'll be effective. But if both players are good, then you know, they should be able to micro against almost infinite numbers of Scourge. And we're seeing no gas being mined, so this is going to be some kind of interesting build here from Luxury. He's probably going to have to go Spore Colonies and defend himself that way. Yeah, we're going to see Evolution Chamber here. He's not even mining gas at his main. I'm a little surprised by that, because I mean, you know, even if you're trying to save up for the loss of, you know, some minerals from having to build those spores, you generally want to keep getting gas just so you have an arsenal later on to go on, you know, a storage. Otherwise, even, you know, even with 2 gas, which Luxury will have, it's going to take him a while to build up enough to counter the mutas and the 1 gas production of Effort. So Effort is going to have Mutalisks coming out of 1 base here. Luxury has chosen to go for Spore Colonies. I mean, there were a couple of other options. He could have gone for a faster a faster Spire, or possibly for some kind of a big mass Ling attack, although I think that might be a little bit obvious. Man, we're seeing a lot of defenses here from Luxury, a little bit surprising. Usually he is the aggressor, but in this case, I guess against 9 pool, he feels like this is what he needs to do. He's put down 5 defensive structures, so that is so expensive. And of course, we just saw Effort is expanding also. So I think this is putting Luxury behind here, actually. He can't really attack, and he's just wasted, I mean, not wasted, but, you know, spent 125 minerals for each of those, plus the loss of 5 drones. I mean, that is so expensive in a ZVZ. Man, on the other hand, he's going to be almost invulnerable to Mutalisks for quite a bit of time. So it's going to be more of a longer game here, a longer ZVZ. Definitely. Neither player can really attack right now. And Mutalisks here are just looking for a spot, but I don't think they're going to find them. Luxury, of course, has good positioning over the spores. They're going to provide complete coverage, it looks like, of all the drones. Well, that one, maybe not. Nope, not even going down. So Luxury has protected himself, but you know, we'll see at what cost to his own economy and what the consequences are, because now Effort has map control. He is going to be able to pick up his gas, and he actually is doing a decent job here. Actually, it looks like there's not complete coverage. This is why I think it's another Spore going up. And meanwhile, Effort is actually doing some damage here. Yeah, he's gotten more Mutalisks than he had before, so he is able to micro and pick up. Oh, man, but look at this! Out of nowhere, a bunch of Lings have come out for Luxury, and Luxury is actually might have a bigger army here than Effort does on the ground, so this means he might be able to do some damage to his hatchery. He might actually focus on the hatchery. He is going to focus. Effort not responding fast enough. Oh, man. Effort might lose his hatch. No, he's not going to. I think it's going to be close. Oh, no, he still might. Where are those Mutalisks? Oh, my God, Effort. Where are his mutas? Oh, they come back just on time. Man, that was a long fly back. And I felt like his reaction time was a little bit slow, but Luxury is threatening that second hatch, and that could put him back in the game if he gets a bunch of units just to focus fire on it. He does have his second gas, and now Scourge out, so I think Luxury has a very good chance here with that surprise attack, taking so much hit points off that hatchery. It's so vulnerable. That it's going to be hard. You know, we're going to have to see Effort babysitting this a little bit. Oh, Scourge coming out. Let's see how it does. Oh, very nice. Smart by Luxury there, using his Scourge to force Effort to, you know, to run away with his mutas. But it looks like the Lings were unable to sneak in. There's only 4 Lings there, so it would take a while. We're going to see another attempt here. Effort doing a good job intercepting the Lings. The timing's a little bit off for Luxury. This is what I mean. He's playing a little bit rough. I think Luxury of even 2 months ago, when he wasn't on whatever drugs he's on right now, sorry, or whatever, partying as hard as he is since winning that MSL, would have probably gotten that attack a little bit, a little more smooth, and maybe even picked off that hatchery. And we're going to see, looks like, well, Luxury is making the strategic decision here to Scourge a couple of Overlords. Not a bad decision, actually, because he knows that Effort doesn't have that many minerals. Although he will pretty soon, though, because of as you see how good his expansion is now, how well saturated it is with drones. And looks like we just got Scourge scouting around now. Both players are at 2 bases. I'm not sure who has more gas. I think probably Effort overall has still mined more gas this game. And certainly he has more air because mostly what Luxury